What's up everybody, it's Laura, THATRVGIRL here at TRAVELAND RV, and behind me is the 2026 all-new open range Lite 250RBL. Now this unit comes in at 30'1" in length, and we're sitting at 7,500 pounds GVWR. There's an RB in the model number, so that means you're in for a treat with a nice big rear bath. Let's get started on the exterior as we always do and work our way in. All right, starting right up front, you have two 20-pound propane tanks with a cover. We have the electric tongue jack to keep things nice and easy, and plenty of space on the tongue for batteries. You can go ahead and outfit this however you need to fit your camping style. Whether you need a full battery setup, deep cycle AGM, you like lithium, you can do it all right up front, and you can pair that to your Extend Solar One package. That means you've got a 200-watt solar panel on the roof and a 30-amp controller. So that system is also expandable to suit your needs. Now moving over to the off-camp side, dry weight on this bad boy is only about 5,900 pounds, and your height with AC is 10'8". So still great in size. I'd say this is pretty much like your average size trailer. We have a full pass-through storage. So we're gonna access this from the campsite and here on the driver's side. Here's where you're also gonna have your battery disconnect switch. And once we get to the other side, you'll really be able to see all the way through and how much space you've got in your finished front pass-through storage. Now this floor plan features one slide, and it is going to be here on the off-camp side. You'll see what's inside that slide once we get inside. Working our way down to the rear driver's side corner, we have a couple components here. So your shore power, city water connection, cable TV input, and you've got a flush valve here. Also down below, you'll notice we have the rock solid stabilizer system. So you're gonna find those jacks in all four corners. Also right here is where we've got your gray and black tank valve. And then coming over to the rear, this is where you're gonna find your factory installed ladder, so you can get up onto your roof, ensure that that roof is free from debris, and same thing with that solar panel. You wanna achieve maximum power from the sun, so you don't want there to be anything blocking that panel. Also, right up top there, you're gonna find you've got prep for a rear observation camera. And as we round out over to our campsite, this is where you've got some fun things going on. Here in the back corner, you're gonna find your outdoor cooking setup. Now you have a mini fridge here, we've got the pull-out capital griddle, and you've got a hot and cold outdoor shower, as well as even hooks there for your barbecue utensils. And this is going to pull out completely, so you've got a lot of space to get your grill on. Complete with your LP Quick Connect down below, of course. This is a dual axle travel trailer, and just here around the midsection of your campsite, you're gonna find your Suburban on-demand water heater. You also have another cable TV input here, and we've got a standard outlet should you want to power up devices. You also have your furnace off put, so just be mindful if you put chairs or anything in the way here, as this is gonna get quite hot when in use. Also, you have a 19-foot powered patio awning with integrated lighting to just expand that living space outside. And as I promised, here's a look from the campsite into your full pass-through storage up front here. You're also going to find a standard outlet, and you've got your step light switch in there as well. All right, let's say we take this tour inside. Now, normally I blitz right through this entryway, but you've got something really impressive right off of the main entry door, and that is an almost walk-in pantry here. We have 4 shelves, and of course, you've got storage space from the bottom all the way up. You're gonna find hooks in here, so it's perfect for your jackets. You also have a standard outlet, and as we are just around the corner from our kitchen, so if you like, use it as a pantry, as I mentioned, or use it as a front hallway closet. You do you. Also, just outside of the pantry, you're gonna find your controls here. So we have our battery and tank levels we can observe from this panel here, and we've got our slide and awning switches, as well as our lights, our water pump, and our on-demand Suburban water heater controls are just there too, which is a great proximity to our washroom, as we've got that nice big rear bath. And taking a step back to that front entry door again, here to the left-hand side, you've got your solar controller and our climate controls. Now, let's just start off with a big bubbly bang and talk about this rear bath. I say bubbly because I envision many bubbly hot showers being taken in here after fun days of adventuring. Now, your toilet is just along the back. It is a porcelain foot flush toilet here. You have plenty of space to get comfortable when you need to. To the one side is where you're gonna have your shower, and we've got linen storage here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and demonstrate that now. I mean, look, it goes pretty much as deep as your shower, which I'll turn you around to show. I love that we have a window behind us because that's just gonna give us A, natural light, and B, fresh air, which is so important in a space like this. You also have a perfectly placed hook here just along the back there for your towels. And then here to the other side is where we've got our vanity space. Now, I love these big rear bathrooms for multiple reasons. One, you get plenty of just space to move about. It's an option for people to get changed. Say you're getting ready for the campground pool or the lake. You can have people changing in here, in the bedroom up front. It's just nice to have options. And two, I mean, storage. You have a lot of great storage space divvied up with your linen closet and your huge medicine cabinet. Now we have double mirror doors. So you've got plenty of space for your toiletries there. I am sitting on this massive countertop space, so you can have all of your toothbrushes and hairbrushes and hair tools and everything that you need spread out here. As you can tell, I'm talking about myself. This is where I'd make myself right at home. We also have a standard outlet up here, so to power up those tools, and we have a towel ring. Now we've got an undermount sink here, and let me get down to show you. Underneath that, you've got some space for storage, and what is this? And I'm even giving you a pull-out drawer. Come on now. Getting real fancy, I see. And then just to the back here, you have another standard outlet and your toilet paper holder. Now remember, most of what is behind this vanity space, or really just right down here, is that awesome outdoor cooking setup. And of course, I told you I would flip you around to show you your shower. We've got a little step up here, but they've given us a skylight, so that's gonna add back some headroom. We have a retractable shower door, and we've got a great size shower head on a wand. We are winterizing all our units because y'all, it's getting crispy outside, so I'm gonna let that shower head stay where it is. I don't need an RV antifreeze shower today. And then in the wall here, we've got these 3 little shelves for soaps and shampoos. All right, stepping out of the washroom, now we're gonna get into the heart of the coach, this living area. We've got here a tri-fold sofa with, of course, new 2026 upholstery. It's this really comfy, cozy chocolate brown with highlighted stitching here. We're gonna have cup holders on both sides. I'm not gonna break it down today, but a tri-fold sofa is super easy. You take off the back cushions, which by the way, these feel like hardy cushions. You take off the back cushions and then you pull it out from the bottom, and you actually, this piece, fold it right over. And then suddenly you have an additional sleeping space, which in a unit like this that is geared towards couples is awesome to have. But if you prefer to go for the theater seats and you're like, nah man, anyone that wants to join me can tent outside, you can opt for the theater seats instead. But for this one here, we've opted to give you additional sleeping. Now behind that is where you're gonna have your 4-person booth dinette. Now this table is actually a completely free, movable, collapsible table. You can completely remove it from this space, bring it outside if you like, remove it from this space, put a pack in play when it's your weekend with the grandbabies, or even use this as a spot for your family pets. Now, the other cool thing about this is I mentioned that the table is going to be collapsible, and that's because we want additional sleeping options, right? So once we collapse this table down, there are ledges on each side of the booth here. You can actually just nestle it right down. You remove the cushions from the back, and then you play Tetris with them, make them all fit, and suddenly you've got an additional sleeping space here. So this couples coach just turned into a 2, 4, 6-person sleeper. I mean, 6 given that both pairs on each set of sofa and dinette really like each other. Let's say 4 people conservatively. Now, underneath this booth dinette, you're gonna have some storage in the bench seating, and they've given you the covered doors to make it nice and easy to access your things. Now, if you prefer freestanding table and chairs, it's easier for mobility, well, guess what? You can opt for the freestanding table and chairs in place of this dinette. But again, we've offered you the option for additional sleeping and, coziness, plus extra storage in the benches in this model here. Now, swooping right over to our kitchen, I mean, hey, that flows so nicely from where you will be eating when you're eating indoors. We have this beautiful little L-shaped wraparound kitchen here, starting with a dual basin stainless steel undermount sink right at the back here. I love this paneling. It looks like subway tile, but it's actually super easy to clean paneling. Underneath the sink, you're gonna find some storage options here. Now the bottom is a little obstructed, so most of your space is directly underneath the sink. We also have some storage options up top. And if you haven't been able to tell already, this is an unplugged tour today, folks. So all of the light illuminating the space is natural and flooding in from those nice big windows that we got. Now into the corner space, this is where you've got the bulk of your countertop space, but you're also gonna have covers over your sink here. So you'll have options to expand that prep space. Hey, this needs to come down, thank you. So you'll have options to expand that prep space. We also have a standard outlet here. So my espresso machine right there, I can see it. And smell that cup of coffee right now. We've got under cabinet lighting, and then to the back here is where you're gonna find your 3-burner cooktop. Now we have the flush glass cover and a knife rack in the back. Once you put that cover down as it was, and you put your covers over your countertop space, now this whole space is prep area for you. So you've got options while you're not cooking. Underneath that, we're gonna have a 17-inch RV oven. So flatbread pizzas, oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, monster cookies, you know, the ones with everything but the kitchen sink, or everything and the kitchen sink? I don't discriminate, I like all cookies. Underneath that oven, we have a nice big pots and pans drawer. It's quite deep. That'll do the trick for those pans and pots. And for smaller items like your utensils and spatulas, you've got 3 drawers just to the left-hand side of your oven. And the bottom one is actually quite deep as well. Now, quick and easy meals on the go, no problem. You've got the microwave right up top, so pizza pops can be had and enjoyed by all. And just underneath that is your hood vent fan and light. And of course, no kitchen is complete without the fridge and freezer. So you've got a fridge up top, freezer down below. That is a 12-volt. And then down below that, another drawer. Well, check that out. Great amount of storage in this kitchen space. And remember, you also have that front closet that could also double as a pantry. And then taking a step back to where we all started, this is your entertainment center here. Now you've got the TV mounted, so you can swivel this to enjoy it from the dinette or the sofa. Up above it, we're gonna find some cabinetry with the glass front cabinet doors. Add a little pizzazz to the space. You've got a little ledge just up in front of the TV, so if you leave it as it is, you can rest things like remotes underneath, but you also have these 2 cubbies on either side of your sound system. And then my favorite, you have a nice cozy electric fireplace to keep those toasty vibes going. I could really use that about now. And finally, working our way up front is going to be your private master bedroom. Now, I believe we have opted for the king bed in this floor plan here. You can either have a king or queen size bed. Both options are going to give you space to get off on either side nice and comfortably, and you still have room to shuffle around at the foot of the bed should you opt for the king size bed. King size bed means king size under bed storage. So you've got plenty of space at the foot of the bed there for storage. And as you can see, you've got a nice sturdy plywood bed platform. Each side of the bed is going to have their own little night table with, let's see, with pull to open hidden storage underneath. We also have wireless charging with little USB pop-ups, and you're gonna have a little wardrobe on either side as well. This one is going to have a hanging rod. Let's check out the other one. But before we do that, I gotta get up here and show you your full pass-through overhead cabinet just up above. Also here on the bed, they're gonna give you a nice little padded headboard at the end here, and we have individual reading lights underneath that overhead cabinet as well. And when it comes to a little cozy movie night in bed, they've got you covered. You have a backed area for a TV here in the bedroom. All right, now I had to back you up a little bit because I want to show you this side of the bed. We're gonna see, yeah, we have the same hanging rod inside here, so you can hang, stack, fold, put your clothes away. And down below, I also want you to have a chance to look at this night table here, so you can open that up to reveal storage inside. The pop-up USB and wireless chargers are here in the back. Oh, because of that nice big exterior pass-through storage, we've got additional ledges in front of those little night tables that will have standard outlets in front and will allow enough surface area for devices like CPAP machines. Now, before we wrap up this tour, I just want to show you how wide the opening is here to the front bedroom. Given there's not as much mobility inside as it was kind of more shuffle space around, you do have a great amount of space to get up and onto the bed in this area. I do often see comments asking about mobility-friendly travel trailers, and I believe this one might be a contender for this space. Not only this space into the bedroom, but also, let's run it back here into the washroom. You have a nice big opening as well. All right, everybody, that is going to wrap up my tour here on the brand new 2026 Open Range Lite 250RBL. If y'all want to get hitched up to this beauty, head to my description. You know I'm going to leave a link there so you can get in contact with our TRAVELAND RV team. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe because I'm putting out a new video every day. And hey, you never know, tomorrow might be your new favorite. Until then, safe travels, everybody. Happy camping.